Hello, this is Tony Heller from RealClimateScience.com, the climate guy setting the record straight about climate. Voltaire said, "Those who can make you believe absurdities can make you commit atrocities." In this video, I show how an irrational fear of global warming is driving the city of Boulder, Colorado to destroy their own environment. I live in South Boulder on the edge of some incredible wetlands, which are about all that currently separates Boulder from metropolitan Denver. I've been photographing this wetlands for years and have documented the incredible diversity of wildlife out there. I love these wetlands, and now I'm going to share with you some of what I see every single day. Protecting the environment has long been part of the culture of Boulder, Colorado. People take it very seriously here. People in Boulder consider themselves to be very environmentally progressive, and the last thing most residents would want would be to get sucked into the Denver metropolitan area. As you can see, this last remaining bit of open space is incredibly important to protecting the environment of Boulder, Colorado. So you might ask, what does this have to do with global warming? Well, that's a very interesting question, and there's a very interesting story behind it. The city of Boulder is obsessed with stopping global warming. The city has decided to take over control of the local utilities. They believe that in doing so, they can save the planet from global warming. Let me explain what they're thinking. Boulder's electricity is currently generated by this incredibly clean coal natural gas-fired power plant on the east edge of town. It's so clean and unobtrusive that I would guess most of the residents in Boulder aren't even aware that it exists. The power plant puts out quite literally zero visible pollution, but the city council is convinced that it's destroying the planet. So what the city wants to do is replace this incredibly clean, unobtrusive power plant with 200 wind turbines. Wind turbines are incredibly environmentally destructive. They destroy huge amounts of wildlife, and they're extremely unreliable. If the wind's not blowing, you don't get any electricity. The University of Colorado had no interest in this insanity and wanted to have nothing to do with the city's plan to take control of their utilities. So in order to get the university on board with the city's plan, they had to make a couple of concessions to the university. The first concession was that the university would be guaranteed low-cost, reliable electricity, even when the rest of the city is blacked out and electricity rates are skyrocketing. And the second concession was that the city of Boulder would let the university develop the South Boulder wetlands. The University of Colorado wants to replace the wetlands with 1,200 condominiums, athletic facilities, and parking lots. So basically the thinking from the Boulder City Council is that they need to destroy their local environment in order to save the planet from global warming. Last night, the Boulder City Council voted to let the university do their development and destroy the wetlands. And meanwhile, what is the rest of the world doing about global warming? Well, they're laughing in our faces. The U.S. is building no new coal-fired power plants, but the countries who signed the Paris Climate Accord are building 1,600 new coal-fired power plants. Countries like China and India don't believe any of this global warming nonsense. They just see it as a way to gain economic advantage over the United States and the West. If they actually believed it, they wouldn't be building 1,600 new coal-fired power plants. Barack Obama said in 2008 that his plan would necessarily make electricity prices skyrocket. It's a wealth redistribution scheme to developing countries. It has nothing to do with climate. The official climate records from Boulder show that there's been no warming and no change of climate over the last 60 years. But the City Council is obsessed with global warming. What we're seeing in Boulder is exactly what Voltaire warned of. Those who can make you believe absurdities can make you commit atrocities. Even if you believe in this global warming nonsense, nothing that the city of Boulder, Colorado is going to do is going to have any impact on the climate. There's 1,600 new coal plants being constructed. Visit Toto on the web at realclimatescience.com. He's been pulling back the curtain on junk science for a long time.